Hello everybody, Mr. Rubo here. Today we are looking at topic 2.4, which is exponential function manipulation. So first thing is we have to review exponent rules from Algebra 2. So there's kind of three big ones that we're going to talk about in this video, which are the product property, the power property, and the negative exponent property. So product property is if you have the same base, so b and b, raised to whatever powers, but you are multiplying them, hence product, you actually add together the powers. So an example here, x to the fifth times x to the third ends up just being x to the eighth. 2 to the x and 2 to the third ends up being 2 to the x plus 3. Okay, so that's how the product property works. The power property is when you have an exponent with another power on the outside of parentheses. The way this one works is you multiply those two numbers together. So here, x to the fifth to the third is x to the 15th. And then here, 2 to the x to the third is 2 to the 3x. And then the last property is our negative exponent property, which is also sometimes called the reciprocal property. When you have a negative exponent, it will put that whole expression into the denominator with a positive power. So 1 over b to the n. Okay, so here x to the negative third would really be written as x to the 1 over x to the third, and 2 to the negative x is 2 to the, 1 over 2 to the x. Oof. Yeah, can't talk. All right. So that's how we deal with negative exponents. Okay. So now these will actually help us when working with horizontal translations. Horizontal transformations. It actually allows us to change horizontal transformations into vertical transformations, and usually vertical transformations are a little easier to deal with. But first, let's examine what these are. So this is just asking us what would be the horizontal translation of these exponential functions, and then we'll talk in class on how it changes them. So here we see x plus 2. So this is going back to what, 112, I believe. When you see a plus 2 with the x, that is a horizontal translation by negative 2. Or another way of saying it is we are moving left 2. That's what this question is asking us to do. Is just describe the transformation, just the horizontal one. There's only horizontals in all of these, but that's what we're going to do. So here we have a 3x, which, if you recall, multiplication means it's a dilation. So it's a horizontal dilation. But just like how it was x plus 2 and it was really a translation by negative 2 or left 2, horizontal dilation, remember, is by the reciprocal. So by a factor, oh no, my pen stopped working again. By a factor of 1/3. That would be this horizontal transformation. It was a dilation. And then if we kind of keep moving, same thing here. This is really 1/2 x if you want to think of it as this. So it ends up being another dilation. Ooh, guys, I am having a hard time talking right now. But this time the factor is the reciprocal of 1/2, which means it's by a factor of 2. And then our last one, we have x minus 1, which then gives us another translation, just like a horizontal translation by, this time would be positive 1 because it's going to the right by 1. Okay, and then we'll talk about the rest, how we can change these horizontal stuff into vertical transformations in class. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.